Hi, thanks for joining me. Ilka Sapo here. We're going to start today with a 15-minute beginner session, rolling straight into a 15-minute intermediate session, and then a 30-minute advanced session. Today's 30-minute advanced class is 4 rounds of 1 minute high knees or toe taps to a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Then you were going to go into 10 vups, 10 kettlebell deadlifts, and then again 1 minute of toe taps or high knees. The beginner class, we're going to focus heavy on core, and feel free to roll right into through the full hour. I'm going to give modifications for everything in this hour. All right, let's go ahead and get to our mat. Bring your water. If you're staying for the entire class, just have some dumbbells or kettlebell with you for today. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. All right, so today we're going to start on that mat. Side lying crunches. So keeping those hips on the ground. We're going to have a slight bend in the knees. What I want here is you can brace your hands behind your neck, just don't torque your neck. From here, opposite elbow off the ground. So we're going to rotate a little bit towards the ceiling, and we're going to crunch up. Let's go ahead and do 10 on each side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. Feel free to roll right over or switch sides on that mat. Same thing, slight bend in the legs, slaying on that side. And go ahead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and roll it on over onto all fours. From here, we're going into a bird dog. We're going to do 10 on each side. In that bird dog, we're going to bring our knee and our elbow together. As we bring our knee and our elbow together, feel free to round out that spine to get that bird dog crunch, or keep that back flat and just bring them in, and then kick it straight out. And then bring it back to center, switch your weight. So now we're gonna be weight on the left leg, right arm. And I'm gonna bring that left arm, right leg together, and then kick it out. Good. On this bird dog, you really wanna make sure that your back is nice and flat, your gaze is nice and long, so you're not cranking your neck up or cranking your neck down. That disengages the core. So we want to keep that gaze, that neckline neutral with that spine, stacking all those vertebrae nicely. Nice job. Let's go ahead and 7, just here, do 10 on each side. Holding at the top for a little bit. So if you were to think if you had a PVC pipe or broomstick, that would lie nicely from that arm through that back and that leg, nice long line, driving through that heel. Good job. Palm is flat on the ground, directly underneath that shoulder. All right, 3. I'm gonna switch to that 2. And then we get 2 again. And we got last one on each side. Good, 1 more here, switching sides. Awesome, and bring it down. Grab a sip of water. From here, we're going to get on our backs. I'll set my timer here so I can keep track of time. All right, so we're gonna get on our backs, weights in the heels. From here, what we are going to do is option number 1 You can modify it to make it a little bit easier for yourself. This is definitely something I would suggest if you have any separating of your abdominals, recently had a child. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate that pelvis, just over exaggerate that arch, just to feel it. Now I want you to press that low back into the ground, rolling your pelvis towards your belly button. From here, I'm gonna ask that you interlace the hands on top of the shoulder. One leg stays bent, the opposite leg goes out straight, and arms go out. And you're just dragging this foot on that mat, keeping that low back braced into the mat. And this is the easier version here. Now, if you want to step this up a notch, we can go ahead and get into that glute hip bridge raise. So shoulders on the ground, heels by the feet. Squeeze those glutes nice and high. From here, you can keep your hands to the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate that weight. And you're going to drag that foot out. Go ahead and switch each side as you come in. Make sure you bring that foot all the way back close to those glutes. Keeping those hips up. Driving through the heels. Keep this up. I'm just going to modify my screen here quickly. All right, back to it. So that weight's in the heels, in that glute, and we're just sliding that foot out. So glute hip bridge raise with sliding the feet. Here you go. Keep those hips nice and high as you switch sides. Really feeling that burn in one leg as that other leg slides out. Keeping that core nice and tight. Let's go ahead and do 5 more on each side. Really embracing that burn. If you need to, take that rest. Do a few reps with those hips down. Low back press into the ground. And then bring it back up once you are rested. Good job. Let's go ahead for 5, or here we go. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Nice. Let's go ahead and bring it to the side. Slowly peel it up. Stand it up. Nice and slowly. From here, we're going to go into a standing bicycle, really focusing on that beginner core today. From here, want those hands interlaced behind the head. Make sure that when you have those hands interlaced behind the head, that you're not cranking that neck forward, putting that bad flexation on those vertebrae through those necks. So you're pressing into those hands, opposite leg to opposite arm. We're just going to cycle through those reps here. So we're going to get that elbow, drive it across the body, bring that knee up while bringing that elbow down, getting that nice torso twist. So you're getting a lot here in those lower abdominals, the hip flexors, and those obliques that are on the side of your core. Good job. If you're here for the whole class, it's a good way to start that warm up. If you're here for the beginner session, you feel really good, I do suggest that you try and run into that intermediate session. Nice job. Let's go ahead for 3, coming all the way up to neutral at the top, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're going to get into that air squat. For that beginner air squat, feel free to use a couch or a chair. Weight stays in the heel, outside of the feet. Nice tap, and bring it up. If you feel really good here, I want you to go ahead, get that full range, all the way down, hips maybe slightly under the knee line. If you've been doing a lot of my classes, you're probably pretty sore here today, so good job keeping this up. I know I am wrecked. So these are the only real legs we have going on in the beginner class today. Here we go. Bring those arms up. Chest stays nice and tall. Weights in the heels, mid-foot. On the way up, squeezing those glutes to stand. It's all coming from those glutes and the hamstrings in that squat. If you're doing the deadlift and the squat properly, it's all on that backside. Nice job. Let's go ahead here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and lay it back down. Grab a sip of water. Hitting that beginner core today. A few minutes left before we run into that intermediate. So what we're doing here is we're gonna do a side laying leg lift. So you can actually use your elbow as support. I want you on your full side. If you feel really good here and you wanna crank it up a notch, let's go ahead and brace yourself with that elbow. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get into that side plank, and you can drop that lower knee and hit these side leg lifts. To hit that full beginner range of motion is you can brace yourself laying fully on the ground, and all you're gonna focus on is those feet are nice and flat, so parallel to the wall, and you're just gonna hit those leg raises straight from the ground. So let's go ahead and do 10 on each side starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keeping that foot engaged, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, if you feel really good, you're warming up for those advanced classes, go ahead and get in that full plank. Feet are flat, parallel to the ground, so I'm engaged. I'm really driving my toes, honestly, towards my shin. I'm fully on my side. Let's go and get a few warm-up reps in here, because we did do more than 10. All right, so now we're gonna start our 10 count. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we've got another minute here. We're just gonna stay in this position. Let's go ahead, bend those legs a little bit. We're gonna do that side lying crunch. So right now I've got my hands braced behind my head. I'm not cranking on my neck. And I'm gonna go ahead and side twist roll myself towards my hips as much as I can go. Just really focus on getting those shoulders off the ground, really hitting those obliques here on the side. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Whew. Let's hit a little 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and slide it up from that side and stand it up. So I'm rolling right into that intermediate class. If that felt good for you guys in the beginner class today, which is primarily core focused, we're gonna roll into intermediate, which is gonna be shoulder focused, a little bit of legs, and then we're also gonna hit the cardio a little bit harder. So we're gonna do really hard 5-minute AMRAP, 1 minute rest, into another 5-minute AMRAP, which is gonna be a little bit more strength focused. First one's gonna be very aerobic focused. So let's go ahead into a walkout. We're just gonna do 3 of these here. Legs are straight, back is flat. We round it out to the floor, walk it to that plank, hit that push up. If you feel good, hit it from the toes. If you're rolling into that beginner class, let's go ahead. If I'm gonna do that beginner style, I'm just gonna keep that back flat, legs straight until I can't anymore. I'm gonna bend my own hands to the ground. I'm gonna walk it out to that tabletop. Bring those hands a little bit further, hit that push up on my knees. Go to plank if you can. Walk those hands back one at a time. Roll it up by squeezing the glutes, 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep it back flat, round it to those toes. Let's hand it out to plank. And knees down into that push up. Back to the plank. Don't have to put your knees down if you feel good. Roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Great. Let's go ahead and get the heart rates up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and hit some jumping jacks just to get that warm up going a little bit. From here, we are legs out, arms up. You can also do switch it, bring those arms straight forward then to the side. I really love this because it really warms up the shoulders. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let me get a timer. Go ahead and hit 5 air squats while I get this timer. Kitchen timer does wonders. I always misplace my phone right before this class, so have to. All right, first 5-minute AMRAP is 5 burpees. So option for those burpees, plank, bring it up, and jump. For beginners rolling into this class, feel free to step it forward and step it back. You're getting as many rounds as possible in 5 minutes, so you don't have to keep pace with anybody else. This is just about you. Also feel free to hit that full burpee push-up, big jump, and stand. 5 burpees. You're gonna get out of those burpees, and you're gonna hit that squat jump, all right? Make sure when you hit those squat jumps, weights in the heels, knees outside the toes. All right, ready or not? Let's see how this 5 minutes feels. 3, 2, 1, and go. 5 burpees, 5 and 10s. If you're hitting the class after this, don't go 110% yet. Once you're done your burpees, start jumping for 10. Nice job. Still winner here. Unlayering. Nice job, guys. Keep this up. Make sure, number 1, as you get aerobically fatigued, you're still keeping your form, still keeping that chest up, weights in the heels. Don't get lazy on those squats. Here we go. Keep it moving. It's only 5 minutes. We're gonna have a little break after this. All right, guys, good news, we're halfway. This really hits those hearts and lungs. Into those 5 burpees. Once you're ready, all right, let's keep going, guys. 90 seconds. Weight stays in the heels. Outside of that midfoot. Lighten those feet. "40 seconds. Every rep counts. Okay, 20 seconds. No water break. Oh, 1 rep short there, right guys? We have 1 minute break. We're gonna roll into 5 push-ups. We're gonna push-ups on the knees or on the toes. I prefer in those 5 that you keep moving. So if you have to use your knees or use a chair to incline yourself to keep going versus doing 2, take a break. Let's work on that muscular endurance. We're gonna do 5 push-ups. At the top of each push-up, we're gonna hit a shoulder tap. So push-up with shoulder tap, hit each shoulder. That's 1 rep. So a push-up, tap, tap, that's 1. We're gonna hit 5 of those. Really getting the shoulder strength and core strength there. From there, we're gonna get right back up to those legs. We just hit the legs really hard and some sprinting. Now we're just gonna stay with an air squat. If you want to increase that intensity, add a hop for another round of jumping air squats, or, which actually might be better, is if you have any sort of weights. So like you can use a dumbbell, kettlebell, a gallon jug with some water in it, anything that has any weight to it. If you're in New England, you probably have a sandbag for your truck. Those are pretty heavy, but they're very functional in terms of using for fitness. All right, here we go. Hope you guys feel great. Got those water breaks in. We're gonna start with another 5 minutes and go. So we're gonna roll down to the push-up. 5 push-ups with the shoulder tap. 2. Get that chest to the ground all the way up. 3, 4, and 5. Jump it right up. I'm already in position in that squat. Look at that. Keep it efficient, keep it moving. This is your time to go hard. Warm it up. 3, 4. After your 10th one, bring it right back down for those push-ups with the shoulder tap. Again, I prefer you use full range of motion, keep moving, versus using your toes, doing partial range of motion, and taking a lot of breaks. Okay, 1 more here. Save some time, get some extra reps by the end of the round, and jump right into that squat. So do those burpees. Proper burpee is you're actually jumping into that squat. 6. Nice job, you guys. Good. Let's bring it back down. Hopefully you feel good. Maybe you're surpassing me. Keep it up. 5s and 10s. Feels good. Take your shoulders hard after a really good leg week. Use these air squats just to really get that lactic acid out from the workouts previously this week. Keep it moving. Nice job. And 10, back to those push-ups. Palms underneath those shoulders. Keep that form nice and tight. Core is tight, glutes are tight. Nothing. Nice job. Don't stop, just keep moving. We got a little less than 2 minutes left. Make sure when you're tapping those shoulders, you're not rotating your hips. Your hips are square to the ground. Nice job, you guys. 1 minute down left. Let's finish this whole round. Squeezing those glutes and hamstrings to stand. Every rep counts when we finish this. We're going right in those push-ups. Let's go. And time. Awesome job on that intermediate side. See, a lot of you guys joined for that, so it's good. You roll right into the advanced. And you're warmed up, which is awesome. So, today for the advanced class, you want some dumbbells, or you can actually use a kettlebell. So what we are going to do is 1 minute of, and if you have a bike or a rower or a treadmill, you can actually do, instead of 1 minute, you could probably do 1 minute of running, rowing, or biking. I don't have access to that right here, right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my dumbbells to do light toe taps just to keep my legs moving. So I'm gonna hit my toes. I'm going for a minute. I'm just gonna keep getting that. Another option is, which is a lot harder on hip flexors, is hitting those high knees. Remember, it looks like it's just you and I today, right now. So from here, after we hit those 1 minute, we've got 10 V-ups. Feel free to modify that V-up. I'm actually gonna do something different today. So for your V-up, you're gonna arms out, bring it together, go ahead and hit a few warm-up reps. I think I'm just gonna keep in mind to bird dog. So if you wanna modify yours down to bird dog, that's fine too. This gets a little bit more of that posterior chain. And then from there, we're gonna grab these dumbbells. We're gonna do dumbbell or kettlebell deadlifts. If you have a bar and weights, feel free to upscale on that. It is high volume here, it's 15. So make sure you're going light. And you're gonna go your own pace because it's 1 minute rest later in the workout. So self-timed rest. So here you go, bring it down, keeping those dumbbells nice and close to the legs. So the first thing on that deadlift from the top down, hips go back, bend forward at the waist, so the dumbbells are staying in line with my legs. And then I bring once I get to my knees, I bring my hips down, bring my knees back, and I squeeze those glutes to stand. I keep my vertebrae nice and long. So common on deadlifts, especially when you get tired. See people crank their head. That's not gonna help you get the bar up, actually, vice versa. So let's go ahead, keep that spine nice and long. You're always looking at the ground, the bottom a few feet in front of you. So you have 15 deadlifts. Once you get those deadlifts done, you're gonna bring these dumbbells back down or kettlebell. And again, 1 minute of that toe tap or whatever 1 minute cardio you choose to do. Then you're gonna do a self-timed 1 minute rest. This is 4 rounds. And I think we feel pretty good to get started. Make sure you hit a few deadlifts. Your bar is ready to go. I've actually never done this one. I don't know how long it's gonna take, so we got that 30-minute window. Go at your own pace. So if you, my daughter is really struggling today. If you, lost my train of thought. She does not want to go down for a nap. I think these classes really threw off her day. All right, so we're gonna do 4 rounds, 1 minute of cardio, 10 V-ups or bird dogs, whatever you choose there, 10 kettlebell deadlifts or dumbbell deadlifts, and then 1 minute of cardio. Then you're gonna do 1 minute self-timed rest. Let's get through this. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hit that cardio, 1 minute. Make sure you're pacing yourself. 1 minute always hits you hard at 15 seconds. Good. There we are, 15. Nice tap. Get a little light on those feet. Get to the top of that kettlebell. Here we go, halfway. Pump those arms. Breathe deep into that abdominal wall. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, since we are doing this together, I'm going to start some music after I get done this round here. In my 1 minute rest. Keeping it back flat and long. Awesome job. Back to your cardio once you're ready. Start my 1 minute self-timed rest. I just realized I can't do music because I post these to YouTube. And I don't have music license for what I would be listening to on Pandora. So hopefully you're listening to music while I teach and work out in blissful silence. Make sure that when you're done, you're stretching out maybe where a few places you might feel this little workout. Well, I think those little toe taps get my hip flexors a little bit. Don't normally do those. I'll run through the ice, rain, and snow in Vermont versus stay inside. So this is my challenge. This is my hard spot. All right, going again. At 1 minute. Whew. Nice, Amber. Anybody joining me on that YouTube channel, keep this up. You get done that core, get right into those deadlifts. Nice long back. Dumbbells, kettlebells, bar, whatever you have, stays nice and close to those legs. Shoulders should be in front of the wrists. Back should be nice and flat. I'm not hyperextending my hips at the top. Just standing straight up, squeezing those glutes and hamstrings to stand. I talked too much and I forgot to count. Just kept going, just totally zoned out there. Again. Nice job. Here we go. 2 rounds done. Marking that down for myself. This is my little secret into my round counter workout list. Thank you, Alia, for letting me use your whiteboard.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
So I think I messed up.
Uh-oh.
Well, I've been doing the foot taps.
Yep.
And then 15 deadlifts.
Yep.
And then 10 V-ups. And then back to a minute of cardio.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine. You just switched the core and deadlifts. No worries.
Okay, so I'll just continue that then.
Yeah, just keep that routine for yourself.
All right.
I was wondering where you were. Oh my goodness, gotta go again in 5. Nice job. Stay nice and light on those feet. Quick feet. Pump those arms. Legs will follow, just like when you're running. If you're with me, we're halfway there. Woo! Holy hip flexors. Here we go. Nice job. 1.5 rounds left. Using my mat. Okay, start even time. Not done yet. 3, 2, 1. Woo. 1 minute rest. We go last round here. Oh, my legs are dead. What a week. 30 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go. If you're on the same count as me here. Woo! 1 minute. Here we go. I'm going to find something easy, way easier on the legs for tomorrow. Last minute. And time. Woo! Done. 4 rounds. I'm calling it. All right. Since we're here, we got a few extra minutes. I'm going to lead a little quick stretch out if you want to join me, Amber, if you have time, but I totally understand if not. It's like one day I have a meeting right after this, so take a little nice seat on your mat. Legs are out straight. You're gonna bend forward at the waist here. Keeping that back flat initially. Don't reach for those toes yet. Stretching out those hamstrings. We haven't done a lot of posterior chain work. Hamstrings might be tight after this week. My week's not over yet. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh boy. Round it out to those toes. If you can't reach them, go ahead, bend those legs. Then grab the toes and walk your hips back until you get a nice, comfortable stretch feeling. It's like, definitely don't skip out on stretching. It's more important than the workout itself for a lot of us. And then I know personally myself, I'm talking for myself right now. It's been my challenge, COVID challenge, is I'm not very good at mobility work. Drop that head to the knee. Roll it up. Just bring those feet in for a nice butterfly stretch. Definitely after yesterday, this feels really good. Still trying to keep that spine nice and tall, back flat. Oh, breathe into that abdominal wall and just let it all out. Thanks for joining me today, Amber. So badly wanted to sandbag on it.
Yeah, I really needed to get back with you because I've missed you.
I hear ya.
I can't push myself the same way you push.
Oh, that's good to hear. It always helps having somebody, and like I know even for myself, I have my people that I follow or that I might do some workouts with that help me too. It's just, even a coach needs a coach.
It's been a year of no Ilka. It's like, ugh.
Oh, it's been a really long, hard, sad year. Yeah, I miss you guys a lot in the CrossFit group. So hopefully we get to start up again eventually here in 2021.
I hope.
I know it's going to take time, but just really honestly just being okay with doing what you can do today. You know, it's just, you need to be proud of whatever you do, whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes. And, you know, a lot of people compare themselves. Go ahead and relax. One leg at a time. A lot of people compare what they used to do pre-COVID, and, you know, you just don't have the same resources, same energy right now. So it's good to just try and stay consistent in whatever manner you can. And if that means you got in 10 minutes, that means you got in 10 minutes. Awesome.
I'm pretty proud of how much I kept up everything over the past year.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Progressed on a lot of things.
Yeah. It sounds like you have been very active.
Yeah.
You definitely get some good deadlift PRs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Could you hear Alia crying when I was teaching?
Yep.
Oh.
I cringed for you. I'm like,
rough day. Rough few days. She just turned 2 and she's, you know, trying to play with her nap a little bit.
You'll probably have a good year of trying to figure out the new routine that she wants to set.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to figure it out. Once we do, don't worry, she changes it.
Yep.
But the good news is we got her into daycare in August, so.
Nice.
Yeah, end of August. She'll be going to school.
Nice.
It's been, go ahead and stand it up and stretch out those quads. It's been amazing having her home. She's ready now. Now, you know, she's ready to socialize. She's ready to play with other kids. And
it's important.
Yeah. And switch legs. Sounds like she's building something upstairs right now.
I can hear it.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, what's going on up there? She has this little mat that I got for her to run on. It's a piano. It's a giant piano.
Oh, same
So I'm gonna be like running on that right now.
Yep.
I don't know where she got it, but she never stops moving.
I don't know where she got it either.
Energizer bunny. Yep. Go ahead and switch. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope people who join on YouTube enjoy the video and get a good sweat session in.
Absolutely.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Friday.
Yep. Friday.
Have a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah.